There we go. Hello. Hello, everyone, and welcome to these Gothtober crafting sprints. I'm joined with three friends, and this is just going to be a very low-key, casual crafting session where we just chat and do our craft things with varying levels of focus, depending on what we're doing. Shall we go around and introduce ourselves? Yeah? Shall we start with Abby?
Sure. Hello, I am Abby from Abbey of Pelennor, and my craft activity for the day is something I've been putting off for a long time. I can't show it very well because of its size. This is actually the pattern, and you can just about see the colour. And this is going to be, when it's done, a cloak. And it is mainly done at the minute. It's just the length. I'm hand sewing it entirely, so it's taking me forever.
That's so nice.
I need to sew together the lining and the outer, but I've got the hood done. That's why I'm doing this. There we go. The hood is done, so I just need to fix the length because it's currently, you can't see it, and I'm not moving the camera, but it's dragging on the floor. So that is what I've been putting off doing, is fixing the length on this. So that is my plan for today, is to make a start on that.
Perfect for Gothtober as well. Very exciting.
Very on theme.
Jealous of it. Well, me next, or did you say Celine?
Go for it.
Well, hi, I'm Bekka. I apologise right now. I'm having to use a phone, so if this looks weird, it's why, because my camera stopped working. And today I'm going to be working on a few blog posts because I am kind of preparing for very busy months next month, so I just figured get some blog posts done now.
Perfect. Sensible, smart.
I'm Celine from Stuff Selling Reads, and I think that I'm going to be drawing. I have some secret project for my book clubs for next year that I want to work on, and it will take me a minute to figure it out. And so, yeah, I think I'm going to start drawing some stuff for the challenges and readathons and all of that.
Nice, nice. I like our variation of crafts that we've got going on. I'm going to be baking. We'll see how that goes. I'm not a natural baker, but I try. And
I didn't even click that you were in the kitchen.
Yes, that's why I'm not sitting down somewhere. And I'm going to try and make this one-pan cookie that's supposed to be milk chocolate, but I'm using white chocolate.
That looks so good.
I really hope
so nice.
It really looks so good.
Oh, it's the cookbook. I knew it was the cookbook.
Yeah, it's my fave. I talk about way too much. Oh gosh, Hannah's here. I did not expect you to pop in.
Hi, Hannah.
Hi.
Okay, so I think we can just start crafting.
Yeah.
You say that like it's easy. I have to move 5 meters of fabric. Give me a minute.
I need to find all these ingredients as well. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much concentration is the craft you've chosen going to take you?
I think it's fine for me. I can multitask. I'm used to that, so it's fine. We can chat.
I mean,
I usually stop answering at some point, but it should be fine.
I usually blog in front of the TV while watching something, so this should be reasonably easy, and I'm not posting anything now, so I don't have to worry about my spelling or my grammar that can be fixed later.
Okay. Pray for me.
I mean, the cloak can't end up in tatters. That will not happen by the end of this live, so...
Well, this is the thing, because I'm terrified. I have to cut it, but then if I cut it too short, then I'm screwed. So I'm moving you slightly because I'm going to be on the ground, because I can't do 5 meters of cloak on the desk.
That is valid.
Why are you making a cloak anyway?
Well, so hello, welcome to my floor. I watch a lot of Bernadette Banner, and I wanted to sew something, and I don't have a sewing machine. Well, I do have a sewing machine, but I can't use it because it is over 100 years old, and I haven't fixed it yet to fix it. It's a Singer from the 1910s.
I think we have one of those somewhere.
So I love it as like a historic piece, but it's not exactly usable. But I wanted to sew something, and in my dumb brain, I was like, well, a cloak. It's much more simple than like loads of different pieces that you need for like a t-shirt. So I'll do a cloak, forgetting that because I'm hand sewing it with tiny stitches, each length is going to take hours. They are very pretty. So yeah, each length takes hours.
Are you going to like embroider the back of it or anything?
Oh God, no, woman.
Because my aunt made a cloak and then got the silvery thread and actually made it so it looked all spider webby down the back of it.
I'm just going to be pleased when it's done. I don't think you understand. When I say hours, I mean there's for the lining, each and the outer layer, each of them has 4 panels. To sew one of them together, to do one line that sews it together, takes 2 to 3 hours.
That's some time.
And so I've got 4 panels that have then been connected to each other, and then I'm going to connect the lining at the sides and the bottom.
Yeah.
And then I also sewed the hood and sewed that to the rest of it. So no, I'm not doing embroidery because this has already taken me like 100 hours.
Fair enough. If it makes you feel any better, my mum and my aunt made a t-shirt together and it took them 2 years. But that's because they were having sewing days, which were like once every 3 months or something.
Yeah, that sounds about right for what I've been doing.
They're currently making me a Halloween quilt, so
you may see it sometime next year.
I mean, I was hoping by the end of the year, but they've got a sewing day in 2 weeks' time, so you never know. I may have it by Halloween, probably not, but it'd be nice.
While we're doing our crafting, Hannah is packing. Her craft is not losing the will to live while packing.
Not envy you.
Yeah, packing is the worst.
It's the worst thing.
Yeah. Like, I moved like 9 times before I was about 21, so I got very used to it, but I still hated it.
Military kid, same.
Yeah, not military kid, just ended up moving too many times.
There were good and bad things about doing it with the military. So, good is, well, as a kid, I didn't give a shit about it. Because they're the one making you move. Bad, from my point of view, is that you don't get to go, oh, we'll just leave an hour later and we'll sort this out. It's fine. No. You go when they go. You must be ready.
I mean,
yes.
To be fair, you were also moving country, though.
Yeah.
I was moving from, like, slightly further up north, not your, like, up north, but reasonably up north, down to the south, so...
One time we moved across London. I don't remember that, because I was too young. But, yeah, one of the times we moved from the north of London to the south, as in, like, M25, north of London to the south. That's the shortest move we did. And then when we moved off of base, then those moves were shorter, like when my dad left the army. But yeah, I think the shortest move other than that was from the south of Germany to the northwest. So,
yeah, that's a long way in my head.
It is. Germany is about the same length as the UK, and I went from like London to Manchester.
That's pretty far.
Maybe Carlisle? I'm not sure. I'd need to double check. I'm doing this off the top of my head, but like...
We went from Ipswich to Kent, and that was the big one. And I was too young for that one. I was about 5, so...
Well, when I was 10 months old, my mum had to move me from Bath to Sorrento. So I think that one was probably the worst.
Not with a... No. I mean,
hilariously, we went on a plane, and my mum vomited on the plane, but no one was around, so she blamed it on me.
That's one way to use a baby.
It's the newborn.
Good excuse. When my sister moved within London, there was like, she can't drive and there was no one to move her because she was kind of the first one of us, my older sister, to move over.
Yeah.
So she was like, she didn't have that much stuff yet. She hired an Uber and paid the waiting charge of putting everything in the Uber, it driving her to the new place and taking it all out. She was just like, it was cheaper than hiring a van, finding someone to find it.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Even moving here from Newcastle was a pain in the ass. It's going to be much worse though when I move from here to somewhere else in York.
The more books you have, the worse it gets.
Oh yeah.
The last time I moved, I had 16 boxes of books and like 5 boxes of normal stuff, comparatively.
No. I mean, every time we moved into a smaller place. So I had to get rid of half my stuff constantly. I went from a massive double bedroom down to a box room. And I had to get rid of like so much of my stuff, and now I'm a hoarder. So literally, I'm now like, I'm not getting rid of anything. And that is like, and when we moved into here, we were moving in with my nan, so there was already a 3-bedroom house worth of stuff in here, and we had to move our stuff in as well. It was fun.
Intense. Are you cleaning out your bookshelves at the moment? Am I remembering seeing the content correctly? Is it you?
I got rid of 25 books the other day because I wanted to make some more space, because obviously, as you know, I'm going to Comic-Con next week, so I was like, I need some space. And also,
You're so lucky. I so want to go.
Oh, I love Comic-Con. I go every 2 years because I find out. Yeah. So I go every 2 years because otherwise I will bankrupt myself, and I need 2 years to financially recover.
Yeah.
That's hard.
It's like if I go into Forbidden Planet, I need 2 years to financially recover from that one shop.
I've made a lot of restraint with Comic-Con because I go for work, and I've just been like, you can only do the book stuff. Like, forget the anime voice actors, forget the actors, other than when David Tennant was there. I was like, you're not spending any money, you're just doing your job, do the book stuff. That's it.
You have to, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you go, you have to go all in, even for work.
Yeah. I mean, my first time round, I met Hayley Atwell, hence that, well, I'm dropping stuff, but that's my signed Hayley Atwell poster that I got from my first one.
Ooh.
And then I've also got another one from Andrew Scott over there. And when we were walking around, I actually saw Zachary Quinto as well. You know, Spock from the new Star Trek movies.
Yeah.
And stuff like this. And I'm so tempted by Joseph Quinn this year.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so tempted. But at the same time, I have no money. So
The
it's
struggle.
like, yeah.
Hannah says next year she's going to do embroidery, joining
I
Abby's
need
team.
to. I need to.
I need to finish my book as well, and I'll get round to that at some point.
Yeah, writing. I need to do that as well.
Yeah. I've literally got about 15k left of this book to write, and I just haven't done it. I haven't even looked at it since May. So
You're so close, though. Almost there.
I know, but it's just, you know, when you hit the block.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my brain just went, "You've got this far, no more," and has just gone. I know, because my problem was that I wrote down how I wanted it to end as a note, and I should never do that, because if I write down how I want a story to end, I then tangent, and my brain goes, "No, you're not going to do that anymore."
Yeah.
And that's what my brain did.
Okay.
And now I've either got to knuckle down and actually do it and write it, or find a different ending.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
Where the fuck did I put my pins?
Katie is reading the last 50 pages of The Obelisk Gate, the second in N.K. Jemisin's Broken Earth trilogy. Fantastic
I need to get that trilogy.
Love that book. Love that trilogy.
You need to, Abby. You're going to love it.
It's so
I know.
good.
I'll buy it one day.
It's so good. like ridiculously good.
It's actually unbelievable that somebody had the story in their mind to write that book. Like, it's a mastermind book.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I will say the science lost me after a while, but that's because I'm a dumbass. But I still loved it. It's like sometimes you just get to the science bit and you just have to smile, nod, and go, yeah, sure, and carry on.
Yeah.
That's how I got through my 2 degrees, so should be fine.
That's how I got through the grammar section of my degree. I'm dyslexic. Grammar was not my thing, so I just went, yeah, sure, whatever, and just carried on.
Well, hilariously, I did science and I cannot do maths to save my life. I've got dyscalculia. So I had great fun.
Yeah. I did A-level chemistry, and I'm practically, like, organic chemistry was a nightmare, to say the least. I originally wanted to be a forensic scientist, and then organic chemistry made sure that never happened.
So we did like rock analysis and soil analysis in my master's. And when you do that, you use mathematics. I just stuck a pin in my leg. That hurt. But the way that they teach you for the rock maths is with diagrams and with like charts, whereas the soil side of things is taught with just equations. And my lecturers could not understand why I was passing with like, I'll put it in standard grades to make it make more sense. I was passing with the equivalent of a B in the rock one when it's all diagrams, and I was passing like scraping with like a D in the soil one where it's all numbers. And I was like, just put it all as diagrams. Just give me all diagrams and I will get you the results you need.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Dom.
Hi, Dom. Oh, Dom, I was watching, I don't know if you're still here, but I was watching Attack on Titan right before this, so I need to message you some thoughts. But I only watched half an episode. Because I had to come in here. Also, we're facing the problem where I'm eating these frozen strawberries before they can go into the cookie.
I feel like that's just a part and parcel of baking.
Struggle.
It's that eating the ingredients as you go along and licking the bowl afterwards are the two main parts of it.
Yeah, very true. Right, I should have foreseen this. Once I open these white chocolate chip things, then it's all over. Like, can't black in my mouth.
After this live, we're actually going for my birthday dinner.
Ooh, nice.
Where are you going?
Whoa.
Nowhere extravagant. Don't get excited. We're going to Five Guys because that's what I wanted to do on the night of my birthday. But Chris had been up late, up early, and had been driving all day for my birthday, and so he was knackered. He was falling asleep on the couch, so I couldn't drag him for what is now a 35-minute walk into town to go and get Five Guys. So we got a takeaway instead, but it's so expensive. We are not in the tax bracket where we can just casually get Five Guys. So we're like, right, we'll still do it. And it'll still be like for my birthday. We'll just do it when he's not dead. So I'm going after this.
I mean, if it extends your birthday, it's fine. As long as you didn't have to cook on your birthday as well.
I never cook. Chris does the cooking.
My level of cooking is a ready meal in a microwave or something from a packet into an air fryer.
I'm the same, but with an oven, and that's why Chris does the cooking.
I do love to cook and bake as well.
Same here. I love cooking. I like baking. Baking does not like me.
Well, the thing is, I'm getting better at baking, but it's only because I'm getting more patient in general. Because otherwise, I don't have the patience of like baking something really complicated. It has to be quick.
Yeah.
Even if it stays for a long time in the oven, I'm good with that. But if I have to take like more than half an hour to actually make the pie or whatever, I'm like, no.
It's too much.
That's a big part of why I don't cook. Because of my arm, if anyone doesn't know, my dominant arm basically doesn't work.
But
So it's because of that, like, I either have to spend 75,000 years chopping up things, or I spend the money to buy it all pre-chopped.
Yeah.
Or you could get the, not that this is a promo, but the 20-minute cookbook, guys. It's literally 20
Okay.
minutes.
But Olivia, does it ever make you chop an onion?
Yeah.
Chopping half of an onion takes me 45 minutes, and I can't use my arm afterwards. That's it.
Okay, that's fair. Well,
I'm
that's fair.
able to cook without buying all the pre-chopped ingredients. And Chris won't eat things that are just ovened because he wants to eat properly.
Which is fair.
Which is absolutely fair. And also, he then cooks and I do the cleaning. So, like,
We
it's all
gave up on
fair, but yeah.
We gave up on healthy eating a while ago in this house.
We still eat unhealthily. He just wants like actual cooked meals rather than what I would do if I was single, which is I would put a breaded chicken breast in the oven, and I would put some frozen peas and sweet corn in the microwave, and that would be it.
I live on breaded chicken, breaded turkey, and various potato things like a hash brown or a chip.
Oh, I love a hash brown.
I just really want to come and cook you all food.
See, I have a weird thing with food, so my taste buds are weird, and I don't like two different types of food touching, so we can't have anything soupy, stewy, saucy, anything.
Yes. I can cater to requirements. I just like cooking for other people more than cooking for myself, because it's kind of boring when you just cook for yourself and then you eat it and you're like, okay, this is good, but like no one's telling me how good it is.
Olivia, you are far more social than we are. If someone comes around, we order a takeaway. Or a roast, get a roast dinner, like cook a roast dinner, and that is it.
I mean, sometimes I have to do that because I don't actually cook meat, which if I have like a huge meat eater over, I'm like, okay, we'll order some food then.
Chris doesn't consider it a meal unless it has meat in.
Yeah.
I was raised by a vegetarian mother, so I'm just like, I ate meat pretty much every day, don't get me wrong, because my dad was a meat eater, but we would definitely have vegetarian meals.
My dad's got used to it. In the beginning, he was like, I'm not having any bird food. And I was like, okay, but do you want to try this? And then slowly and surely.
That's how you get them. Slowly but surely.
My mum just guilted my dad because my dad was at work, and my mum, until we moved to England, my mum was a stay-at-home mum, so she did the cooking. But then she's cooking meat, and she's not a vegetarian for moral reasons. She's a vegetarian because she doesn't like it. When she was a kid and she'd have to go home from the butcher's, she'd walk home from the butcher's with the meat like this, and so Dad eventually just felt bad, and so we started having corn and veggie meals.
I'm something that's known as a super taster, so I have to have real problems with all the fake stuff and everything else. I'm to the point where I can taste a change in a recipe in a mass-produced thing well before they advertise that they've changed it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Neurodivergent issues.
Yes. Does Chris know this about himself? I don't think so.
Well, neurodivergents do congregate.
We do. I've been telling him this.
Can't open my maple syrup.
Oh no.
No.
Did you ever used to do that thing in baking at school where you made flapjacks? You had to have the maple syrup and you spent more time eating it than adding it to the recipe.
We'd love to say yes, but in the Netherlands they don't teach you like any baking or cooking stuff.
That was our only baking.
Sorry?
You don't do any at all? Any cooking?
No. No home
Really?
thing. No.
Like, don't get me wrong. The home ec cooking thing was useless. One of the things that we made was a sandwich. And I got marked down because it was a sandwich with coleslaw, and I didn't put enough colours in my coleslaw. And I said to her, well, I was even pickier as a kid. And I was like, well, because you said that we're having this for lunch, and you want me to put red peppers in. And I've changed my mind now, but at the time, I don't like red peppers and I don't like tomato, so I didn't put any red in because I don't like them and I have to eat this.
Yeah.
It was like, well, I'm marking you down because it's not colourful enough because there's no red.
Yeah.
So that was my experience of cooking class, was a sandwich that I got fucking marked down for making one I would eat. Very much helped with my enjoyment of cooking.
US, they don't do it either. UK is on it.
Yep.
Dare I say?
Do
The
cooking,
only
do
thing we've ever
woodwork.
been on it with.
I'm just gonna run and grab my camera because I'm supposed to be vlogging.
Oh, I'm too old to be maneuvering in this way. Everything hurts.
Abby, I can't sit down on my floor for half an hour to film a video without my back aching.
My ankles are currently dying because of the way I was sitting.
We're just doing amazing.
And I can't ever complain usually because my other half is a bit older than me. And so the only people I can usually complain to are my older boyfriend and my parents.
Mm.
They have no sympathy for me whatsoever.
Do they have the
I'm here
you're
like-
too young for this?
Yes. I'm like, well, I might be too young for this, but I'm still in pain.
What are we too young for?
Being in pain in like weird positions, if I have my knees bent too long, my ankle, my back.
Well,
Or
that's
sitting on the floor for too long?
Yes. And then my loving family just laughs at me because I am the youngest.
oh,
So I should be fine. Get up.
Are you the youngest out of cousins as well?
No, but we don't. So on my dad's side, no, I'm not. But we don't speak to them really, like at all. Whereas on my mum's side, I am the only child. The next youngest person is my dad. And then if you go by actual blood relations, the next youngest is my mother. So on my mum's side, I am the baby and always will be. And that's the side that we actually talk to. Just dad's preference. We don't really chat much with his family. So I am simultaneously the baby and also I have a 5-year-old second cousin once removed. So
Sounds slightly complicated.
I just said 5-year-old and I completely forgot that one of my cousins had just had a baby. Sorry, cuz. Like I said, we don't speak to
I was the youngest until 6 years ago. And then until last year, I was the only girl. So I was the favourite.
Ooh, of course.
My
I was
grandpa
the
likes to
favourite.
say that I'm his favourite granddaughter. I'm like, I am your only granddaughter, but I'll take the win.
See, all of my cousins are boys, and my mum was so excited when she found out she was having a girl because she was like, "Oh, I'm going to do her hair and put her in dresses," and then I came out. I haven't worn a skirt since I was 3. She went, "Damn it."
She tried.
How
really
about you,
tried.
Celine? Are you the youngest?
Sorry, what, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm the only child.
Okay.
So, no worries
I was-
about that. I'm the only one.
Only child advantages are great.
They really are.
Can't
So
relate.
much fun.
I will say I did get low, especially with the military thing with moving around constantly. So I could never keep friends from like a really young age because I was moving to a different country, and so were they. So I feel like only children that like stay in one place probably have a bit more of a friendship thing. So I did get a bit lonely, but like the amount of opportunities my parents couldn't have given me if I had a sibling.
Mm.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know, like I learned piano, I did horse riding, clarinet. Like none of that would have happened if I had a sibling because
Same.
I couldn't have afforded any of it.
Exactly.
Went on
And
both
horse riding as well, it would have never been a thing
Yeah.
with the kids. It's too expensive otherwise.
Well, the horse riding was subsidized by the army. So I didn't get to do it once we moved to England. They were like, we can't afford the horse riding when we play civilian prices. You can't do this anymore. I was like, oh, fair enough.
Which is weird because even though my dad was a military, I still went public. Like it wasn't like a private military thing. Didn't go there.
So I did it when we were in Germany.
Yeah.
And there was a woman who wasn't military, she was a wife on base who just loved horses. And so she said to them, like, you've got spare stables. If I put some horses in these stables and then teach the kids, the military people, to ride for like discounted prices, can I just use these empty stables? And they only went, sure, we're not using them. They're heated and everything anyway. So that's how it was. It wasn't like an official military thing. It was just, there was one Scottish woman that really wanted horses when we were in the middle of Germany. So it worked out.
Just well.
Yes, I wouldn't get on a horse if you paid me.
But no, why? They're so cute.
They're so cute when they're far away from me.
Oh, God.
Exactly.
Are you scared of horses, actually, or just...
I'm not scared of them, but I respect their space.
I do not respect their space at all.
I think I've told this story before. My poor mother. I always, like, because I was raised by a military man as well, so I always mocked her for being scared of horses, because that's what he did. And then I found out that she wasn't just, one, I wouldn't do that nowadays anyway, but, you know, kid, military dad, no one's surprised. And then I found out that she's scared of horses because when she was a kid, she grew up on a farm. My grandpa was a farmhand. And when she was a kid, a horse grabbed her and bolted with her in its mouth. And
Yeah,
that's
they'll do it.
Scared of horses. And I was like, that's a completely reasonable thing. You could have told me. I used to make her feed them sugar cubes with her hand. Tell me.
That is a valid reason.
I was like, I never would have made you. I would have stopped horse riding. Like, bless her, honestly.
What are we all reading at the moment?
My reading is just not happening at the moment. I'm like 40 pages into, is it Among Flowers? It's Jamaica Kincaid's autobiography of traveling in which I'm loving, but normally I'm reading 73 things at once, and that's the only thing I've read for like a week now. And it's like 200 pages, and I'm 50 pages into it. So
you've been busy.
Life has been lifing.
I've been reading. Where is it? The Land of Lost Things by, I want to say John Connolly. Not quite sure. Don't quote me on that. It's the sequel to the Book of Lost Things, and it's dark retelling, basically dark fairy tale retelling. And I loved the first book, so you know I have hope for the sequel.
Have you read Catabasis? There's my answer.
I started it. Okay, look, but I was enjoying it. The only thing is I decided to annotate it, and then I was not in a mood to annotate.
Yeah, that does take a lot more effort.
So here we go. But yeah, I'm still like 40, 50 pages in. I will finish it before the end of the year. I will say that.
Did you read it, Abby?
Yes, we were supposed to buddy read it, and me, Celine, Hannah from the Bookworms Feast, and Hannah from Mare M. And we all read it at different times. You're hiding because you're the only one that's not finished it, but none of us read it together.
Yeah, we suck, like basically.
I mean, I'm impressed. When I buddy read Babel with Hannah, neither of us finished it at that time. I don't know if she's finished it since. I still have not.
Abby, that's like you and me in Skullduggery books. We just go, we accidentally finished it.
Yeah, Skullduggery.
Listen to the podcast yet?
It just gets finished when it arrives in the house. There's one that's going to be coming soon. And
mine arrived today.
Mine has not.
There are more Skullduggery books? Is this possible?
So there's currently an audiobook that I've not been able to access because my phone's being weird, but an audiobook that he's releasing as podcast episodes. And that has just finished up, I believe, but I've not started that because my phone was being funny. And then there's an actual physical book that's different as well that is being released. It's a short one, I believe. Can you confirm?
Yeah, it's only 213 pages, so it's going to take you 5 minutes.
Yes.
Did you know that off the top of your head?
No, I got the book today and I quickly checked.
Okay. You were like 213 pages exactly. I was like, oh my gosh.
But the thing is,
I literally checked about an hour ago, so that's why it was in my head.
So the thing is, I won't, like, normally I read it when it arrives. I won't be doing that because me and Celine, as well as the two Hannahs, are off to a wedding on Wednesday.
Right, yes.
I was about to say his name, and I try not to say his name on things, but my other half is very excited to meet Celine.
Really?
Yeah. Because you're his favourite whenever I tell him, like, stuff from the chat.
Because I'm unhinged, or is there a specific
No, he agrees with you every time that we like have strong opinions on something. He's like, yes, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Got it.
When I was sending you books for your birthday, I was really thinking about his opinion.
He did pull a face with the fact that there was 3, but he couldn't complain at you because Carrie sent like 6 because she was doing birthday and Christmas combined.
There we go. I was not the lowest of the low.
And you, one of the books that you sent me that was for my Around the World challenge was, and I don't even think you have done this on purpose, was a Sri Lankan author. And Chris went to Sri Lanka in his 2nd year of uni for like 2 months and had the best time out there. It's the closest that he gets to, like, I went on a gap year. Because I did the same with when I went to Guyana because it was like just such an impactful trip. So he was like annoyed. He's like, oh God, like all these books. And I was like, one of them's by a Sri Lankan author. Loved it.
You can just tell him it was on purpose. It was not, but you can. Okay, this giant cookie is in the microwave. I mean the oven, so now I'm just anxious.
It's gonna turn out perfect, I'm sure.
Has anything that you've ever done from this cookbook not been perfect?
Okay, not from the cookbook, but I've only made one other dessert from the cookbook. So this is my 2nd time doing the dessert section.
Okay, but everything's turned out good. Did you follow the recipe?
So that's the problem. That's my problem.
Okay, that could be the thing. You're meant to follow the recipe.
I know, and with most recipes, I do follow it to the letter. I usually like change 1 or 2 ingredients. I know with baking, you're not supposed to change 1 or 2 ingredients, and that's where I always go wrong. But
Well,
I always do.
You changed it from milk chocolate to white chocolate, and that should be fine.
I also change
Yeah, like you really should be okay.
What did you change?
the type of oil.
No, it's fine. Like it's fine. I do way weirder shit, or like because I'm also vegan. So like I do like it, that's why most of the time like the baking isn't really nice because I decide to change a shit ton of stuff and I shouldn't. But it'll be fine. Like just the oil, it should be fine. Even if I go for like vegan butter instead of oil, like the other way around.
It's also vegan butter.
Like it should be fine.
Okay. Okay.
It'll be fine.
And if it is going wrong, you could always maybe go out and buy yourself a dessert tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going out tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. You can do that.
Well, exactly. So you can go into a cafe and get yourself a little treat.
Exactly.
Wow.
Because you worked so
Just
hard.
a fucking sketch. Why am I struggling for this? Okay. Okay. It'll be fine enough. How is everyone doing with their crafty things?
Don't speak to me.
I think we
My
know
first
how
blog post
you're
is getting there.
Addy.
I'm trying to pin up about 4 meters worth of fabric to be the same length.
All right. Yeah.
But it's also too long for me to actually make sure that the fabric's taut so that I'm, yeah.
Have you got to, could you spread it out and then put like 2 heavy objects on it to make sure it doesn't move and then get a measuring tape?
Not in here.
You've got books.
No,
They're heavy.
The one panel, like one length of the thing, is about triple this.
Right.
Like,
you need a sewing room.
Well, I can do it in the spare room, but I can't put the laptop in there.
We're slowly converting our extension into a sewing room. And by that I mean it's taken 3 years and it's still not done. And this isn't mine, by the way. It's entirely my mother's. I'm co-opting it, though, because I also want to put a cinema screen in there. Like one of those big projector screen things, so we can watch movies in there as well in the winter.
Yes, that's so cool.
That'd be so nice.
Because we're big movie watchers, so it's like, we really always want to watch like the big ones, like on the screen again, because we missed the cinema. And some movies are just made to be watched on massive screens.
Agree. What film are you most looking forward to next?
Oh, I mean, that's a question. Frankenstein?
Yes! Yes! I am sat. Yes!
Me too. I got my tickets for Tuesday. I'm going.
Mine cinema isn't showing it. I've got to wait until it comes out on Netflix. I'm so angry.
That's rude. That's very rude.
I know, it's so rude. They're doing the same in Knives Out, and I really want to see that movie. I love Knives Out.
I only recently discovered they were doing another one. When is that coming out?
Oh, right. True. I'm pretty sure next... Or like, is it December or next year?
It's December. It's coming out in December.
Oh, that makes sense, because I think the last one we watched it like at Christmas. It was like a Christmas film. So, yeah.
Those are my two main ones at the moment. I'm also excited for Running Man, which looked quite good. And then I've got to look up what else is coming out this year, because I've forgotten. Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Very excited about Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Oh, yeah, I will definitely go watch this one too.
Do we have Wicked fans waiting for part 2, or is that just me?
I mean, I will go. Unpopular opinion, there's too much hype around. It wasn't that good. It was nice to watch. It was entertaining. It was pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it was like that good? Like amazingly?
I think so. I went with my expectations on the floor because I love the theatre thing. I like the theatre version. And I forgot that Ariana Grande was an actor before she was a singer. I knew she would sing well, but I was like, And I didn't love the look of the cast. Cynthia, I was like, yes. But, oh my gosh, I'm so bad at cast. The guy who was in Jurassic Park. I was
Jonathan Bailey.
Oh, yes. Jonathan Bailey, but also the guy who was in the original Jurassics.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum, Jonathan Bailey. I was like, you're not singers. Like, what are you doing here? And then I watched it and I was like, so I think it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I think it did its themes really well, and the diversity elements, like I was like, this is amazing, fantastic. Songs were great, but like, I still think Jeff Goldblum can't sing. I still think like Jonathan Bailey is a great actor, but why is he in a role where he has to sing a whole single? I don't think that made sense to me. So I have problems with the musical elements to it, but I think as a film it was good.
Okay, fair enough. All very good.
I personally prefer the musical version that you see on the West End.
Yeah, I still think the musical version on the West End is the best thing. But I do think Cynthia kind of killed it, and Ariana Grande as well. Philadelphia Film Festival showing both Frankenstein and Knives Out, and tickets sold out in 3 minutes. So you gotta wait. Yeah, I saw that the BFI had the cast there and everything, and I'm sure that must have sold out really quick.
Oh, yeah. I follow people who've been going down there on Instagram and stuff like this and seeing all of the movies and have been seething with jealousy about all of them.
It looks so cool.
It really does. But the BFI is so expensive.
I just don't even know how they got tickets. Like, I didn't hear, like, now the tickets are dropping or anything. It was just like, it happened.
I don't know how they get them, to be honest. They've got to be there, like, stalking the website.
Yeah.
Like, constantly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the case, honestly.
But it means as well, it's so annoying, especially with like Knives Out, because that's a murder mystery. And I'm so scared I'm going to get spoilers for what happens in that movie. Because people are going to see it in the cinema and then just start talking about it without tagging spoilers.
Hopefully they don't.
You need to, yeah, like during that time, you just need to go off social. That's the only way. Like,
I
literally.
can't do that. I'm just going to have to like block every single word to do with Knives Out and pray.
Yeah. Did you guys watch the Thursday Murder Club?
I love that movie.
I still have to read the books, but I want to so badly. But I really have to read the books first. Like, I'm weird that way. I need to read the books before I watch whatever adaptation, you know? But I still want to.
It's really fun. Like, don't get me wrong. It's a little bit sort of, it's a really nice, cozy sort of mystery type thing, and it is a really fun movie.
I'm sure that I will really love it, to be honest.
And also in that movie, there were several actors in there where I went, wait, you're in this? And it was kind of like, what are you doing here? You know?
Cast was quite impressive.
Seriously impressive. Could have done with more David Tennant, but that's just me.
Yeah, I agree. I literally didn't know David Tennant was in it. So as soon as he was on the screen, I was like, oh, I'm strapped down.
No. I follow his wife online on Instagram, and she was talking about it, which was how I knew he was in it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known either. But it was him and Tom Ellis were the reason why I watched that movie in the first place, and I was not disappointed. At least in their bit.
How's the drawing going, Celine?
Actually, very good. I'm just sketching, but I finished to sketch. It would be like a spoiler alert for next year, but do you want to see?
If you're willing to share.
Well, I mean, yeah. Just like it sketches, I need like to.
Oh, that's so good.
How can you say like just sketches? They're so good.
It's for a readathon that I'm planning for next year, like a new thing for the book club. So about that.
Just bloody sketches. Look at that.
Some people are so creative.
I get jealous of anyone who can draw.
I mean, I can sketch, but we'll see.
This is drawing.
Turning it from a sketch.
I can doodle. Like, I'm not like I will never be like a, like a painter or like a real, you know what I mean? Like a whole thing. It's just like doodles and stuff like this.
Drawings is still artwork.
The doodles are still like fucking gorgeous. So
even people who have planners, I'm like, this is something else.
I mean, I have a bullet journal, but all I do in it is get templates off Canva, edit them a bit, smack a whole load of photos on there for whatever fandom theme I'm going for, and print it out and hope for the best. Like, I can't do the drawing or any of the other bits that everybody else does.
my mum can draw. If you give her something to copy, I don't mean trace, I mean just something to copy, she can draw it. Anything. As in, like, she could paint, and she was painting when I was a kid, a picture of me. Took a picture of me, like a photo, and my mum was painting it, and it looked identical. She can't do things out of her own head, but if you give her a reference, she can paint it. She can draw it. I used her so much in school assignments. I was like, Mum, this needs a dolphin on it. She's like, right, Google dolphin, right? There you go. There's your perfect dolphin.
It's a good
Never
skill.
used art class. I didn't cheat quite that far. But you know, like when English would make you draw a map of Kenzuki's kingdom and stuff like that. Then that's where Mum came in. It was like, draw the map, please.
We never had to draw maps in English.
We did. We always have to do stupid artsy things.
And the stupid ass thing we had to do was watch 4 different versions of The Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe in the space of a term.
Really?
Yeah,
Are
we had
there
to
4
watch.
different versions?
What? Sorry?
Are there even 4 different versions?
It was 3
Yeah, I
or 4
only know
versions.
2.
Because there was the TV version with Tilda Swinton, there was the animated version, and then we also had to watch the movie and then also read the book. And to that point where I went, if I have to read anything more about these goddamn children, I will kill someone.
I love
Because I was just so done with it by that point.
I love the films.
I adore everything Narnia. Apparently, my box set. This was before I formed proper memories. So I was reading Narnia when I was like 5 or 6, and apparently Mum had borrowed the box set from someone else that she worked with, like a teacher at the school. And I read it so much and kept reading it that she was like, "We're gonna have to buy you your own box set because this needs to go back to Mrs. So-and-so. Stop stealing her books. You're ruining them." So Mum got 2 sets, one for me and then a new one to replace the battered versions that I'd like torn through again and again. So I loved Narnia as a kid.
Too much of a reader.
Always.
Ooh.
Oh.
You know when you put the pan in the oven, like I forget that the handle is still. It just came out the oven.
Did you touch it?
I was wrapping it while leaning it on my stomach, and then I was like, "Ow, that actually hurts because it's super hot."
Yeah, that would be the case.
You should have left the apron on.
I should have. I actually should have. Anyway, cookie's looking good.
Ooh.
I put oil on it because the top is definitely done, but it's a bit spongy still. So.
Can we do a horse? What creature should I do next? Is my question.
Do you have owl? Do you need an owl?
I actually do. Very good idea. Let's go for that. Thank you.
No problem.
What owl do I have?
One blog post is done. I say done. I've got the main bulk of it done. I've just got to add all the photos and everything else, but I'm going to do that later.
Productivity is happening. So thinking about next year, I guess the answer is yes for you, Celine, but have you guys started thinking about reading plans for next year, or is it still too soon?
That's a December job.
I've done a little bit. On a shelf up there, I have, because this year I did 10 books that I had to read before the end of the year, and I have one of them left to read in the last 2 months.
Nice.
So I tried to do the same, and the intent last year was the books that I thought were the oldest, and I tried to do the same this time around. But since then, and I've not actually compared this to the list, and I have the memory of a sieve, I actually went through all of my hauls that I've done on BookTube, because I've now caught up on all of the old books that I had pre-BookTube, and so now I can actually tell how old all of these books are.
Yeah.
Whereas before I still had some that were, well, I have one book that I know how old it is and I'm not reading it, and that's the Bible. I'll get to it one day. I was given it in at the end of year 4 when I left my primary school, which was a Church of England school. And so I can't bring myself to throw it away. And my brain's like, well, then you need to read it. So that's going to be my big read one year. It's going to be the Bible. If anyone doesn't know, I'm personally not religious, so it should be an interesting reading experience. But so that's my oldest book. But other than that, like I need to actually check and see if this stack of 10 books that I've made lines up with the actual 10 oldest books that I actually have that I've noted down. So that should be an interesting comparison. But V.E. Schwab will be on there. So Becca, you get to be disappointed again next year.
Oh.
I don't like her writing. She's a wonderful human being, but I never give her anything above 3 stars.
I have found that a lot of people find her work to be Marmite, to be fair. Like, some people like me...
I
like,
don't hate
love her
it,
work.
I just don't love it.
Then you're an outlier in the Marmite.
Her work is just fine. Her ideas, I adore the concept of, and that's why I ended up with so many of her books before I'd read any of them, because they sound right up my alley. But her execution of them, I just... Consistently, I never find myself emotionally connected to the characters. And so, therefore, I don't care.
Right.
Like,
for me,
a Dark Shade of Magic, I
is...
did not care what happens to them.
I mean, for me, Kel is one of my all-time favourite book characters. I have such a thing for Kel. It's unbelievable.
Whereas, if Kel died in a really dramatic way, like a horrific way, I'd find it narratively interesting. I wouldn't care.
So he's just like,
leave Kel alone, for the love of God.
I can't care about it. The closest I've gotten to caring about any of the characters was in Addie LaRue. That's the only one that I gave.
For real?
Yeah. Loads of Schwab lovers hate Addie LaRue, and that's the closest I've come to giving a shit about any of her characters. She does good writing, I just don't care for some reason.
Which one have you got coming up on your list?
Well, I know that, actually, I think it's 2 of them. There's This Savage Song and A Conjuring of Light.
Well, This Savage Song is like a really good one.
I do love that one. I need to reread that at some point.
We shall see. I tried to read it once and DNF'd it already. So.
Oh well, but August, little sweetheart.
I'm sure he is. I don't care. This is just my running theme with Schwab's work. Like, I think that she is a wonderful human being. I got the chance to meet her at a signing, and I think that she is fantastic. And like her concepts are really great. I love the representation that she puts in. There could be more, but I love the representation that she puts in. But I just, unfortunately, don't vibe, which is sad.
Touche, it's okay. Becca told me she didn't like the Raven cycle recently, so I feel.
I'm not kidding. I put that message, dropped my phone, and then tried not to look at it for a few hours, just in case you disowned me.
You said it so nicely.
I was terrified of your reaction.
At least I liked the Raven cycle. Give me that, Olivia.
Like, you did.
Actually,
nobody I've made read it has disliked it until now, so I was also very surprised by my reaction being very
It's like, the thing is that I really like the writing style and I really like the atmosphere. It was just too slow going for me. I need things to go a lot quicker, otherwise I get bored because I've got the attention span of a goldfish.
It is a very slow and steady book with the overarching plot across 4 books.
That's one of the perks of my reading speed, is that something has to be slow for me to have an issue with it, because I read so quickly that, 100 pages an hour. If something hasn't happened in 100 pages, then you're going too slowly. Something has had to happen in 100 pages, and for me, that's only an hour of reading, so I can manage that.
See, for me, that's like a solid afternoon of reading.
Yeah.
And that makes things feel a lot slower.
Yeah.
But also, like I said, attention span of a goldfish. It's like me in movies. If an explosion hasn't happened within the first 10 minutes, or something interesting, I start going, here we go.
My attention span is getting worse and worse and worse. Like, I used to, as a kid, I'd sit and read a 600-page book and be quite happy. I'd stay up until stupid o'clock in the morning reading this 600-page book and just having a great time. Now, I have to persuade myself to read for 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and again, I've just said like how fast I read, so it's not like I'm getting bored of the book. Like I'm moving at pace, but I can't get myself to focus for very long. I have to set timers. I have to like schedule it. And Chris is like, "This isn't a hobby anymore." I'm like, "It is. I do enjoy it when I do it, but I'll just fucking scroll."
Yeah.
For me, I've had a problem.
The issue isn't even with reading. The issue is with social medias and our phones.
Yes, that.
Oh yeah. For me, what's happened to me is that my brain just wanders, like constantly, and it just goes to whatever I'm hyper fixated on at the time.
Yeah.
And that's all I can think about instead of the actual book I'm reading.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how much I'm enjoying it, my brain just wanders over to my hyper fixations. Which is possibly why I read so many comics. Because that is where the hyper fixation is, so I can just go read those.
Still reading, it counts.
It does, but I would also like to read a novel for once and actually follow what's going on.
Fair enough.
Guys, do you want to see my cookie? Oh,
Yeah.
Wait. Do you want to see my giant? Wait. Sorry. I've been reading dark romance, so to me, my sentence was so wrong. I'm gonna try and show you my giant.
Oh, come on.
Oh, it looks good.
It worked out.
It looks kind of like a vortex.
Yep. Kind of does.
Rebecca, that's a compliment.
No, that was a genuine compliment.
I appreciate it. I'm now going to eat it.
See, this is the part I don't like. You should be shipping some over to us.
Yeah. I literally this morning went food shopping and went, Olivia's baking today. I'm going to get hungry. I should go buy cake.
You were like, did you buy cake?
Yes. Got a chocolate muffin.
Nice.
Yeah.
To be fair, I do have one last decent-sized slice of birthday cake left.
There you
But
go.
after we go to Five, well, saying that, after we go to Five Guys, eating anything after you've been to Celine might not know because Five Guys' entire menu is meat-based, but you don't eat after you go to Five Guys. They give you a lot of food for your money. If you eat meat, it's expensive, but you get a shit ton of food. Saying that, you can, I don't know, yeah, their fries, their chips are cooked in peanut oil. So as long as you're not allergic to peanuts, I'm pretty sure vegans can still have their chips.
Mm-hmm.
And they give you a shit ton. Like, it's like a thing they're known for. It's like, you order a small, and they'll put the amount in the cup, and then they'll put the cup in a paper bag, and then they'll put another full scoop and a half in the bag.
It's so good. The amount of times I've gone up to London for something and just gotten their chips for tea, and it's been perfect.
The last time I had to go somewhere for, well, not the last time, one of the past few times I had to go somewhere for work, they had a Five Guys, and I was on my own, and work had to go for my meal. And I was the only one there because I had to go down earlier because I lived further away. And so I got a Five Guys that work paid for. And I was like, this is the best day of my life. I got 3 Five Guys. I was so full, like I had to undo my my belt buckle by 3 loops.
No.
And I paid for none of
Christmas. Like that is a Christmas Day feast moment.
I got everything. I was like full, like double burger, medium chips, milkshake, and a drink.
This is me when I have to go on tour with my authors, and you have to buy lunch and dinner. And I literally buy Asian food for dinner like every single night. And I'm like, my manager, when she has to approve this, must see that I just love Asian food.
My manager looked at it and went, "Did you eat all of that?" Yeah. All of it. Are you questioning my eating habits, Jack? Is that a thing for HR? No, it's fine.
I've actually never been to Five Guys before, so maybe I need to try it.
It is very meat heavy, so the chips would be what I'd recommend if you're not.
I do eat meat. I just don't cook it.
Yeah. So yeah, they do hot dogs as well, but the main thing is the burgers, and you get unlimited toppings. So like you can put as much of the top there. I think there's 12 different options, and you can put as much of whatever they are on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's expensive, but it's tasty. Huh? On
the burger?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like pickles, lettuce, mayo, ketchup, sriracha, everything. I think they've got mushrooms, tomatoes.
I was like, what toppings do burgers have? because I was thinking of like frozen yogurt, but that makes sense what you said.
Just things that you put in a burger. They don't do eggs. That would be good. I love an egg. If they did a fried egg in a burger, oh, I'd die.
In a dinner burger or a breakfast burger? That's controversial.
I would have it in anything, but I would understand if they called it a breakfast burger. Breakfast is a mindset.
That's the quote.
Did you say breakfast is a mindset?
Yes.
How is it? What?
Well, what is breakfast food? You can go elsewhere. Like literally, I went on holiday to Turkey. Do you know what they frequently have at the continental breakfasts in Turkish hotels? Chips.
I think you have a point.
Like you can eat what you want for breakfast, and you can eat breakfast whenever you want.
You can't eat breakfast whenever you want, though. It's not breakfast.
Breakfast foods.
Okay.
Which are stereotypically put as breakfast foods, such as cereal. Chris had a bowl of that.
That's also just student life. Is coming home and eating a bowl of cereal at 9 o'clock at night.
That was a different kind of
student. All the time when he was getting his PhD, he'd just come home and have a bowl of cereal.
It's a good snack.
Absolutely. It's even a good dinner. I mean, you're an adult. You can do whatever the hell you want.
Guys, I can only eat cereal like in the morning. Otherwise, I just can't do it.
I've never had it as a snack, but people do, but I never have.
I mean, I don't even like cereal, so.
I love cereal.
Look, I'm lactose intolerant. I don't do the whole cereal thing because I can't have the milk.
I'm vegan. I have oat milk.
True, I have cereal with oat milk.
I have vegan cereals and vegan meat, like plant-based milk.
I mean, I used to eat cereal all of the time, but then I was just eating the really, really sugary ones, and it wasn't doing me any good, so I had to stop. And then I went, I'm not eating Wheaties.
That is very true.
It's like, I'm not eating Weetabix of a morning. No, thank you.
We have a little bowl. I just need
ready wheats with raspberry in them, which is really nice.
Oh, those are good.
Mm-hmm.
I just have those Belvita breakfast bars and just eat that.
That's breakfast.
Daytime food.
Ooh, interesting.
You know what? Yes. Like that's the thing with cereal. You can have it whenever you want. You wake up in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. Cereals, perfect. That works.
Exactly. And like, as Olivia said before, like putting an egg on a burger and they're calling it a breakfast burger. That's totally understandable, totally valid, good marketing move. Eat it when you want.
Absolutely. Well, okay, I mean, like it's an American thing, but like the egg bacon muffins, like it's kind of like the same. Like it's a breakfast burger.
Exactly.
Basically.
Like places do that for their breakfast food and then don't serve it later because they have to cook it in different ways. That's fine. But like
that's the way to
people
go.
would buy it if it was available later. You're telling me the people wouldn't buy egg McMuffins at 10 p.m. Yes, they fucking would.
Yeah.
I will concede the point here because I don't think I could with this.
I mean, I'm arguing for this, and I never eat, other than fried eggs, if you include that, I never eat breakfast food outside of breakfast. I just think it's something that is very doable.
Yeah, I can agree with this. Kirsty is starting work on their 2026 reading journal, but they'll also be reading Don't Let the Forest In, currently 91 pages. Yes, I support this notion completely because it's a fantastic book.
I really somehow need to read that one
by her, and I need to.
I put it recently on my wish list. I really want to get it, to be honest.
It's fantastic. My only 5-star at the moment for the month, and I think like it really is the best ace representation I've read because we don't have that much ace representation, to be fair, in fiction.
I'm intrigued.
But own voices, also autistic main character, also own voices with that. So fantastic.
Yeah.
We
have a little owl I would like to show you guys, but I need to find a way to make it a bit more like different than an owl and like magical, maybe like Victoria. I need something more magical. I need something, like different than an owl. I mean, it has a hat, but like, come on, something.
And what about a broom?
The first thing that I thought of is that it needs sparkles.
Yeah, I agree.
My first thought was it needs to be carrying a broom. Or like a grimoire.
You know what? I fucking love that.
Maybe it's a lazy owl that can't be bothered to fly. So it uses a broom.
Absolutely.
What I'd do if I was an owl and I had a broom.
Sorry. That did take an hour before I did it, so I'm quite impressed. Stab myself with a pin. Carry on.
Oh, no.
As long as you don't leave them littered over the floor, you're fine.
I think they
live with
are
someone who does that.
But it's my room. No one else comes in here, so it's fine.
Oh no, front room floor and dining room floor, quite a lot of the time, will have a pin on it, and I walk around barefoot.
No, as well as being my library, this is also my home office, like where I actually do my job. So Chris is never in here.
So if you stab yourself in the foot, it's your own downfall.
Exactly.
Whereas if I stand myself in the foot, it's her fault.
That's what he says.
Yeah. I also ended up demanding that when we got the kitchen redone that we had wooden floors in there, or laminate floor, so I wouldn't spend hours trying to hoover up bits of thread that got stuck like Velcro to carpet.
That's fair. Also, back-to-back 5 stars for K-Beth, Kirsty. Why did I say K-Beth? That is exciting.
Hazelthorne, again, C.G. Drews. Very much loving the author using their own representation of us.
Ow! That was another pin in my leg.
Put the broom.
You're not having fun there, are you, Abby?
Why do you think I've put this off for a year?
Is this now just an October sewing project?
Well, no, I knew it was going to take a while, so it wasn't intended to be just for October. But I just... It's a very large cloak, and I'm a very small person.
You're not smaller than me.
Well, no.
I have to say, I don't mean to brag, but this is delicious.
God damn it, woman.
I'm so glad I brought snacks with me for this.
I expected nothing less from the combination of that cookbook and you.
Well, that was one of us, because I expected less. Not from the cookbook, but just from me. I feel like, how much longer do we want to craft for? We can do anywhere between 5 more minutes or 10 or 15. Sorry.
I don't mind.
I'll have to stop at 15.
Drawing.
The Five Guys closes.
Shall we do another 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
And then we can wrap up where we are craft-wise. Trying to think what the next live show is. And it might be on Thursday when we're doing Gothtober / Bektober joint reading sprints. So it's not going to be on my channel or Hannah's. It's going to be on Katie's channel from Books and Things. And yeah, it's a Gothtober, Bektober mashup because both readathons are happening at the same time. And there's crossover.
Nice.
Usually I go all out for Gothtober, and this is the first year that I haven't because life has just been lifing.
Hectic? Yeah.
I mean, Gothtober always hits with your birthday month.
Yeah, but there's also been some other stuff going on, like at work as well, that has just meant because I will take liberties at work and, take a little bit of a longer lunch break, for example, to then, film or, to spend some time reading. I work the time back, but,
Yeah.
I've just not had the time, so my reading has suffered. I've still read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 books.
That's more than what I've done this month. I've read like 3.
Abby's
I
reading
read 3 books and 2 were 1 star.
Oh, the worst.
That's terrible.
That's all.
Wait, what were the 1 stars?
Okay, no one hate me, please. Bewitched and Uncharmed. I know they're both hyped books because the author has like a massive following, whatever. I'm sorry, but yeah, no. Was a
I
miss.
wanted to read them, but I haven't yet. I'm just not, time, books, money.
I guess they're cozy as well, though. But you like
cozy. I just gave a 4 stars to A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping. Loved it.
I was gonna say, yeah, you like a cozy.
I love a cozy.
Have you read The Enchanted Greenhouse by Sarah Beth Durst?
It's the sequel, right?
Yes, but you can read it without reading the first one, because I did.
Okay, I read the first one and I think I gave it like was it a 2 or 3?
Oh, I really enjoyed the second one, but if you gave the first one, I've not read the first one, so I don't know, but...
I liked, for what I remember, I really liked the beginning of the first one, which weirdly enough was what most readers didn't like. It was the beginning because it was too slow, too long, whatever.
Interesting. I think it's such a mix with cozy fiction sometimes. And also to answer your question, Jack, I made a white chocolate 1-pan cookie.
And we're all very jealous. Hey, Jack.
Did you like Legends and Lattes?
Loved it.
Okay.
You didn't like Can't Spell Treason Without Tea, did you? Is that you, Celine?
Yeah, exactly. For a second, I was like, wait, what? Yeah,
because I loved that.
Okay, I love the idea. It was just too, I want to say mushy. Like my only issue is that every other page they're like, how are you feeling? What are you feeling? And I'm like just stop it. Like,
Fair.
maybe twice in the book you can ask that, but like every other page, like it's driving me insane. Like I understand that like we're all in tune with our feelings, like we love that, but you don't have to write it every other page.
I think you're
otherwise I mean it's really cute. I like the whole like I like it.
I think you might be a little too French for it.
Yes, so. You think? Really? I don't know.
Well, because my understanding of the stereotype of a French person is quite direct, and so instead of asking constantly how the others feel, which is very common in British and therefore American cultures because we are very indirect with a lot of how we say things, instead you guys have already said what you're thinking, and so this asking is unnecessary because your cultural
okay I know I get what you mean.
Say your emotions anyway more, whereas the British thing of oh no, it's fine, reader, it was not fine. Which obviously Americans have taken to some extent because they took the language.
Me thinking about Dom watching this live stream. Kelsey's loving that they love fantasy with cozy elements over pure cozy fantasy. Need there to be a little bit of stakes and problems needing solving, which I do think is what Legends and Lattes gives you, because those always have storyline. The others don't have storyline, but it always has a plot. Even if it's a light end plot, it's still a plot running through it.
Yeah, I know that the Enchanted Greenhouse definitely is plot, because the whole point is that the greenhouse, this is the entire point of the book, is that the greenhouse is collapsing, and this is someone who has a very limited knowledge of magic, and they're supposed to try and fix the greenhouse. So that one does have very much a fair amount of stakes, because the plants are going to die, and they really care about the plants. Some of them are sentient, and so there's a fair amount of stakes, I feel like. So that's good. But then Can't Spell Treason Without Tea, I feel like the stakes are a lot lower in each of the books. I'm saying this as someone who was like obsessed with the series. But I feel like
there's like a plot in the background that we follow through the books, but it's not too much in your face either.
Yeah, which clearly I liked, apparently.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you don't like that, then the plot is very much not. It's obviously the center of the book because the book wouldn't happen without it, but it's not the focus of the entirety of the book.
I'm staying quiet because I work on the book, so it's just
Okay, you can't say anything. Sorry.
Yes.
Ah!
So cute.
And I made the little like tail, whatever you want to call that. Is it magical enough?
It's
Yeah,
very
it is.
magical.
It's very magical. It's
I
beautiful.
love it.
You got a lazy little owl. Yes, doll. Yes.
Give them all little names. They're so cute.
Chicagoans are like what Abby is describing, but Philadelphians are straight up with people. They'll make fun of you to your face as they're simultaneously helping you.
Like, there are definitely areas of Britain that are like that, where, like, Newcastle, where I grew up, is very much like they'll tell you, but also they will put themselves in danger to help you. Like, they'll do anything for you, but they will also be very blunt with you. But then, like, especially, you know, like, posh English is very much like you don't say what you're feeling.
It was such whiplash coming from the Netherlands to the UK, because the Netherlands, they are blunt. They are so blunt. And then the UK is just the complete opposite end. Completely.
Yeah.
It was whiplash.
I had something similar going from other Brits to then living in the Northeast, where they are more blunt in the Northeast. Like, they'll just tell you how it is, because what's the point in not? And so, yeah, it was definitely something I had to adjust to at a very young age as an undiagnosed neurodivergent. I was like, why are people suddenly being really blunt and they weren't before?
What is the change? A bit more on Legends and Lattes. So Kirsty preferred bookshops and bone dust over Legends and Lattes because it was the absolute perfect kind of cozy and action. So I was very excited for the next book. And Jack only just found out that the new Travis Baldry is coming. It is indeed. You read Legend and Lattes at a time you needed something low stakes, so it worked well for you. But you didn't enjoy book 2 as much, but you'll try book 3.
Oh, interesting. Was it because we didn't have quite the same characters? Was there another reason for that? I'm very curious.
Also, if anyone has NetGalley, the new book is available to request on that platform.
Yeah, I know.
You know, because you put it up there. Do you handle the approvals on NetGalley, or is that just like an automated system?
That is, well, I don't work on every single tour book, but for the tour books I work on, yes, I do. Moving to Philly did wonders for your neurodivergent brain. I'd rather people be blunt. When you grew up, you were always trying to guess what people meant.
Yeah, annoying.
Yeah.
Just annoying.
The issue that came up for me was going to school in the Northeast, where they were being blunt, and then coming home to a house where my parents were still expecting the standard British response. And so, like, my behaviors and my voice, like my actual accent, and then also what I was saying was changing, and my parents were not expecting it. So that caused some fun. How dare you be so rude? I'm not being rude, I'm just being blunt. Different.
I think this is actually marking the end of our last 10 minutes. So before we head off, shall we recap how our progress has gone with our crafts?
Yes.
Celine, do you want to go for it? To start us off?
I mean, I did 3 sketches, so I'm happy, to be honest. I didn't have anything, just like ideas and names for the creatures. So it's taking shape. I'm happy.
Nice. How about you, Bekka?
I managed to write 2 blog posts, so yay, go me. That's more than I had yesterday, so pretty happy with that one.
Nice. Abby?
I used literally every pin I own. That thing in there is my chalk. And I've pinned up the entire bottom of both my lining layer and the outer layer of the cloak. And I now have to go and hand it to my 6'3" boyfriend to hold up and see if it's level.
Sounds
But
good.
yeah, I won't be able to see anything, but it's all pinned. Which
You need a sewing mannequin.
Yeah, you do.
that would be nice.
one that's taller than me.
Yeah.
And then I managed to bake the big cookie and eat a slice, and I'm now going to chop it up and put it in containers for people I'm seeing tomorrow because there's no way I can eat this whole thing myself. And just before we go, we got Jack's response, wanted more of the same characters and the same sort of pace. You love the plot action usually, but Legends of Lattes gave you such an appreciation.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I understand that, definitely.
Yeah.
I think the next one has a similar layout to book 2 in that it's got more action.
Okay.
Like
What
things.
What I'm wondering is if the author is going to do like a certain amount of books with different characters, but all coming to live into the same town, and like the last book will be with all the characters, maybe, or something like that. I'm wondering if it's like something that will maybe happen. That could be cool. I would like to get back to the first characters as well, like maybe have them all do something, a quest together, whatever.
Olivia's smiling and nodding because she can't say anything.
I can't say anything.
Wait, you know?
I can't say anything.
Stop it! No, come on.
Jackson is a latte, Celine. She can't say any on that series.
Knowing someone who knows something about Stranger Things and like they can tell you, no, come on. I need to know. Are you kidding me?
So what Cassie says is that managed to finish the journal cover page and is now going to curl up with a book and have a busy day. I was trying to do that. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to sign off here. And thank you to my wonderful guests. Please check out all of their brilliant channels and book programs.
See you guys.